Remote learning, not a new term, but one we didn't hear much about in the US before the COVID-19 pandemic. When the coronavirus pandemic began to explode in the United States in the spring of 2020 and affected our schools, universities, businesses, organizations, and so much more. In Florida, we saw spring break extended, during which the Florida Department of Education began to prepare students, parents, and school districts in a crash course for remote or distance learning for everyone's safety. Florida virtual school had been around for years, and colleges everywhere were already offering online learning, but this was different. Schools from almost every grade level were about to offer remote learning, and education, as we've always known, it was about to change and change forever. School districts had to adjust for a number of things: lack of technology in the hands of students, little or no internet in homes throughout the counties, not to mention the challenge of training teachers, students, and families. And quickly, so how did it go? It wasn't easy, but it thrust learning in a direction that it may not have gone in for many years had it had not been for pandemic. During the summer months of the pandemic, learning all over the United States, including both public and private schools and universities, worked hard at providing a new level of remote distance learning for incoming students. Software solutions like Microsoft Teams, Zoom, WebEx, Clapboard, Flipgrid, and many more suddenly became household words. And now there are thousands more than have been developed or expanded. In a matter of months, remote learning, although still not perfect, had changed how teachers and students were engaging in learning and teaching. It has changed it forever. Most people will agree the education experience is best in person, and remote learning has affected many students differently. Students with certain challenges have found it difficult or nearly impossible to succeed in remote learning. Teachers say it, students say it, families say it, and community leaders say it. Traditional in-person learning brings the best results, but remote learning opens up doors, wide open, that were only slightly open before COVID-19. In public school and college level settings, we're seeing hybrid teaching methods being used, where teachers engage with students both online and in person at the same time. That also comes with challenges, but is a solution that addresses the many views of what is currently best for students and teachers. Some students miss the social aspect of traditional education, while some succeed like never before from being able to learn at their own pace. Some have also struggled to create a balance between their school life and their home life, and the change in how they communicate with their teachers. In some cases, students feel that their teachers have increased their workload, thinking their students have more free time than they did while in traditional learning settings. Of course, in-person schools provide much more than academics. Remote learning means students miss out on activities like band, sports, the arts, and milestones like graduation, and much more. Simple social engagement, like being with friends in the lunchroom or talking with teachers after class, are hard to recreate with remote learning. For many students and educators, this lack of social interaction is one of the biggest challenges of remote learning that will have to be addressed. Students and teachers are working together to create a new experience of learning, where classrooms engage online using Zoom, Teams, and many other solutions that allow for interaction in a new way. It's not the same, as critics are quick to say, but it will continue to improve. So although we can all agree that COVID-19 has been a worldwide tragedy that has changed us all in some way, some good things have come out of it and will be with us once the pandemic is in our rear view mirror. One of those things looks to be remote learning.